Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Music. You request the songs, and I'll tell you the stories behind the music. Hundreds of songs to go through, so there's hundreds of stories, and you pick them, and I'll knock them down. So one of the ones you've picked and that I've been suggesting a lot is "Different Shoes" from Kerser's album Next Step. Now, this was one of the times that in our early days, me and Kers, all the shit we did together was in the studio together. Writing, you got your verse, I got my verse, the beat's on, we're playing, we're going for it, you know what I mean? But this was one of those times where, I don't know due to what circumstance, but I think it was because he was coming to the end of his album and he had like three beats or something he wanted me to, we could have done. And I think one was some heavy shit, that straight rap shit. And I forget, but there was this one that stood out that was a bit more, you know, it was it reminded me of that song we did, Need to Change. Right? So, a lot of acoustics and shit like that. So, we went down to Electric Sun. I remember very clearly because one of my mates had battled cancer for, oh, fuck, he was battling for about a year or two. Rest in peace, Grusky. But, it was actually the day I woke up and found out he'd passed. He passed away. So Curse is like, bro, if you want to cancel this session, like, don't just come in another time. And I said, no, we get to work. So we got there. We had no idea what we were really gonna do. I picked that beat, and then he just said, "What do you want to do?" It just came to me like, I'll tell you what, that song wrote itself, basically. It was so fast. Like I suggested to Curse that we go back and forth because we got some good shit, you know what I mean? I'll do a couple of lines, you do a couple of lines. Let's if we're gonna sit here and write it together, let's go back and forth. So, um, pretty sure I wrote the chorus. I got Curse to spit it, but I came up with the concept. Different shoes. I was just like, I was just thinking about our fans, I was just thinking about all the different people that we meet from different, I wouldn't even say like different backgrounds because like we're all from the same place, but you know what I mean? Like we meet all, whether the gender's different or the age is different, and you meet people and you just, I always, we just sit as a reflective song just to think, we're all on different shoes, but we're all trying to get to the same goal. We're all trying to get to the same shit. So that's where the concept came from, and I said to him like, let's just go through what I just pictured the people listening to the music because we've met fans over the years, so we've got an idea of what our demographic is. So I wanted to touch everyone, you know what I mean? And a lot of our fans had come from disadvantaged backgrounds or have troubles or so you see in the song I'll talk about single moms, the guy at the fucking pub drinking, gambling. You know what I mean? It's people going through hardships, which is a common theme out west, or a common theme through Australia, and the world. And that was the main concept behind it. And I sat there with Curse, and we just kicked it off, just wrote, and then I just I'd ended on a part where I'm like, bro, I think you should come in here and say this, and then he'd go, and then he'd do his thing, and then he'd be like, all right, I ended it here, now you take it from here, and I'd do them, and I think we wrote, mate, I'd like to say we wrote that song in less than 2 hours. I think it's two verses, three verses. I'd have to go back and listen to it, but that was the concept. That was the concept. Just like different shoes, but we're headed to the same place. You know what I mean? We're all gonna die one day. We all want fortune. I'm not gonna say fame because we don't all want the fame, but we all want to be successful. We all want everyone's struggling. Everyone's your main goal is money, surviving, looking after your family. You know what I mean? And it's just I just really wanted to. The song was very, as far as collaborations with me and Kerser, I think behind Come Smoke Me One, I think it's our second biggest collab. I didn't realize how big of a song it was until that many people requested it. But it's a song with a lot of meaning to it. It's not just us rapping and doing the typical bullshit and about what's significant about that song to me is my mate died that morning, and I woke up and I went to the studio, so I remember the day clearly. And yeah, so it's I always remember that, and I think we made a classic. We made something that really touched the heart, and I think that's what we set out to do. You know what I mean? Like we can rap. You know what I mean? We can do punchlines. We can do the funny shit. We can fuck around all day long. But like to actually do a song that connects with the people, like um, to their soul, to their heart, like that's it's not the easiest thing to do for an artist, but yeah, I think everything that was going on in my life and all that shit, and but like I remember Kerser like, do you want to take the day off? Don't worry about it. No, it's not what my mate would want. You know what I mean? Like fucking, let's get into the studio, and we made a classic. So that's the story behind Different Shoes.